and rewards for everyone. We will partner with few folks in order to do that. The phase three is going to be exciting because we are looking to monetize the product. So we launch our premium features, sentiment analysis, DAO forecasting, whale activity report, DAO health report, and then in phase four, starting next year, we are looking to do interoperable parachain for DAOs. So and that's what the kind next 1 year roadmap is. But uh, uh, like I and Utkarsh have talked about this a lot, that we will be very keen on having a community involvement. So if you guys, we have created a feedback loop and feedback form. If we can get in touch with you guys and you can give us your feedback as to the next feature we would like to see on the platform, how we can better our platform. We are open to that and we do want that to happen. So we will love your feedback. Can we go to
Okay.
the next screen?
Hmm.
This is not for you guys. Can we go to the next screen? So with the respect to revenue model, none of the businesses can survive without revenue, right? So what we're looking at is charging 1% for every buy, sell, and swap. Number two, we are looking to make sure that we are NFT gating our premium tools, whether it be investment tools or events, exclusive events, which we want to do all over the world. And then we are looking to do promotional partnership content with existing and upcoming DAOs as a revenue model. We are very much open to brainstorm on the other revenue models if possible. But yeah, these are the revenue models which we have in mind at this point of time.
Okay. Next slide.
Right. Yes. So with respect to go-to marketing, what we are doing is we are partnering with DAOs, right? DAOs means that we are reaching out to them in order to get the feedback. So our platform is getting used, just like developer DAO. We want to make sure that the platform is used and its users in its entirety. One can get the bugs, get their opinions. He can get a feedback what we can improve. So that's how we are reaching out to every DAO one day at a time and making sure that they are fun using our product and giving us their feedback. That's the mentality which we have right now. And also we are looking to do a lot of content work, whether it be articles, whether it be Twitter Spaces, whether it be podcasts or YouTube videos. We are looking to do a lot of content and making sure that there is visibility of the product on every platform. That's the GTM which we have in our mind at this point of time. We go to next screen.
Yeah, that makes great sense. So form those partnerships. I really like the fact that you've integrated bounties and giveaways with the partner DAOs. When you say bounties, what exactly does that mean? Are you leveraging other communities and directing each other to their bounties, or are you providing bounties for your partners?
At this point, we are giving away bounties for testing out our product.
Hmm.
To test out. There are two type of bounties which we have created. One is short-term bounty, and another is a long-term bounty. It is basically someone gets associated with us, a group of folks, and then test out the product back the short term, right? So it's a 15 days project. We are also doing a 6 months long bounty where we will reward these users for sticking with us, giving us their feedback and building with us. So every time we launch a new feature, these guys test it out, they give us their feedback. They also give us constantly feedback about the roadmap which we are doing. So that the product is getting built for being used, not for just for the vanity. We want the product to be built to be used by the users. That's where the bounty comes in. In future, we will also have a kind of bounty board where everyone can put their bounties and can be discovered.
Yeah, so currently it's more a case of you getting your partners involved with building your product and rewarding them for that. I like that feedback loop. That's great. Um, so in on the content creation side, um, blogs, articles, newsletters, that stuff is sort of low-hanging fruit, makes a lot of sense. In terms of Twitter Spaces, how have you found engagement there?
Back to Twitter Spaces, I mean, we have got good engagement. First of all, a lot of, I mean, the reaching out to the right people within the DAO of a hectic thing because a lot of folks don't respond even to Twitter DM if I'm doing DMing them from DAOstruct's official account, which is blue tick marked. Even then, they don't respond, so that becomes a bit of issue. So going through Discord channel is a long process. Apart from that, we are generally doing three Twitter spaces, so we have broken it down to Monday, Wednesday as DAO, talking to DAOs, DAO members, governance folks, and on Friday talking to Web3 ecosystem as a whole. So that's how we are approaching Twitter spaces, and 20 to 30 people regularly join us on our platform. So yeah, we are pretty much happy with that. But we love to have a lot more members or more engagement on Twitter. Let's say having 20 folks talking to each other. But again, it's a long term game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice. Yeah, you got to just build it slowly, build up your audience, and just be relentless for sure. Okay,
That's
nice.
why we are looking to start our own podcast or videos with the DAO founders. One that will give a lot deeper insight into what thinking with respect to the roadmap, how they are thinking it, give them a deeper insight. But it will also help us with respect to creating more backlinks and SEOs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, works on both ends.
Excellent. Okay, next slide. That's you.
So this is yeah, that's me and that's my co-founder Utkarsh Schrodinger.
Okay.
Utkarsh, since you have not spoken anything, I would like you to intro yourself to the audience.
Lovely to be here. So, Nishu and I got together. We had this idea about mid of last year, and we really saw this space to be very, very fragmented. And we ourselves were, part of a lot of DAOs, and we were finding it a bit tough, going to Snapshot and going to Aragon, and it's in all different places. And that's when we decided that, yeah, hey, this is one platform that would be really beneficial for any folk who are, part of multiple DAOs or have a conviction in the space itself. So yeah, that's how we got started. And here at DAOstruct, I'm basically looking at tech and product and design, and issue is helping cover everything else. Yeah. So I've been basically, I've basically been a techie for 11 years now. I started out as a dev, did that for about 6, 8 years. Then I moved into a product role. I did that for a couple of years. Then I moved into the IoT tech space. I did that for a couple of years. And then I got sucked into Web3 when I started working at Juno Finance, which was a Web3 checking account for folk in the US. I think they're also a previous, I think they demoed here at Bankless. So I spent 3 years with them, fell in love with the space. And yeah, last year we decided that we're going to start this. That's been my journey.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. So you guys
I will give a yeah. Sorry.
Oh
Sorry.
no, go ahead, Nishu.
So I will give a brief background about myself. So I mean, I have been into startup scene from last 10 odd years. When I was in sophomore year of my college, I started building my own food tech venture called Rocket Food. We are based out in India itself. We ran it for 1.5 years. We were profitable for some time, but the profits were very low as compared to what we expected. So we decided to exit the market by selling it to a local player. So I did that, completed my college. Then I decided that okay, since I've been a computer science student, it's me to get back into that zone itself and learn more about tech because tech was again very much evolving at this point of time. Product manager in an e-commerce firm and a SaaS firm. And then I worked with the government of Rajasthan on startup scene, making sure that the policies are in place, the startups are incubated for 1 year. And then the COVID happened. I did my UCLA Anderson. And then I got Utkarsh, I shifted to Bangalore where Utkarsh was residing and working with Juno. DAOstruct journey started. Yeah, so that's with respect to me. We also have a team, a total of 8 members. Two of them are interns. We have backend developers, we have front end developers, and we have content and design team as well. So yeah, that's how we are moving ahead. So you're going to our website.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through the website here, taking a look at the discovery module, which is basically right on your homepage. So click on discover and boom, you got your DAO directory right there. We've seen quite a few DAO directories recently. And I like the fact that you're trying to do as much as you can in the DAO space. I get the feeling that it's a lot. You know, there's so much potential within the DAO space. If you could say there's one thing you're focusing on specifically now, whether that is building out a DAO directory, focusing on DAOs raising capital, focusing on creating a platform for DAOs to interact, what would you say your core focus is right now?
I think the core focus, which I and Utkarsh both have at this point in time, is one, so that the right data are there in the DAO, so that you, as a user, you can make right choices. Two, governance. Pretty much screwed at this point of time. Want to make sure that governance is sorted out on our platform.
Yeah, governance is very important. I've seen that recently in a DAO that I was involved in, and you know, when things become too centralized, one person controls the whole situation, or even a small group of people control it. Having on-chain and even off-chain token-weighted governance is very, very important. So what sort of tools then are you building that help out with governance?
Utkarsh, do you want to jump in?
Okay. So as of now, the primary goal is, aggregating everything under one umbrella. Make sure everything that's already out there should be there on the platform. But once this is done, we are looking to create, our own set of governance protocols that deal with businesses. How do you build a business on the blockchain? And how do you want to go about regulation when it comes to that? And how do you want to go about, the operations? So that is something down the line. But right now, I think our primary goal would be, serving the customer users' needs. Exactly what do they need right now? And once we've closed this gap, the next step would be closing the gap. What do DAOs need? So yeah, that's how I put it.
Okay, excellent. Okay.
Just one pointer I would like to add, since we are going to our website, a lot of data points we are on the way of we are adding day in day out. So whatever data which are not the page right now will be added in next 1 week itself. I mean, it's very hard to get contact addresses to fill up a lot of databases. So we are working on that.
Are you specifically talking about the DAO listings?
Committed DAO listing. So, like I said, that data discovery is pretty important. So insights, these are what I call insights with respect to DAOs. If you're looking into specific insights as to how many voters are there, how many voters have not voted yet, how many voters have voted, uh, and gamify that process in between, because apathy is something which a lot of DAOs have seen. If we are able to gamify that, then that could work out as well. So we are working with Polygon on this. So let's see how that pans out. So next 1 month, 1.5 months will be very interesting with respect to DAOstruct.
Okay, nice. Just click on your next slide here. Some more founding team members on here. Who have we got? Saloni and Atharva?
Right. So Saloni is our content head, and Atharva is leading our with Utkarsh. Right. So I mean under Utkarsh. Um, Saloni comes from a very diverse background of PR and content. She has worked with media companies before. So Ink 42 is a media company in India. So she has worked with and she has also done her work with Ad Factors PR, which is one of the largest PR firm in India. So she comes in for our content and marketing. And Atharva comes in as a developer. He is working with a few Web3 projects, so he's also working with us on building DAOstruct.
Excellent. Okay. And then just going right through. So you are in a fundraise as well. So I hope that's going well for you. As I mentioned before, we can't actually talk about any of that
So we
stuff.
Also, we have not started fundraising yet. I mean, once
Okay.
the product is ready, which is like days after 15 days, we the target is June 15. After that, we will start fundraising. We are looking to raise 500K at this point of time, given the market is pretty bad. 500K and deploy that by increasing our team. Percent of it will go into our team building and getting the other set of features live. Then others will be marketing cost we are targeting to keep it at 25%, and then admin and other process will be 15%.
Okay. And what sort of runway will that give you?
So
How
with
long?
500K is what we are looking at in order to make. But again, it's a 50-50 thing given the market is right now. Kind of volume transaction is happening. So a lot of it will depend on that.
Mm-hmm.
From my perspective, what I have built in Excel sheet, it's 750K is what we can do. That's 1 year.
Right. So you're really depending on those transaction fees to build up your revenue. And
Not necessarily. I mean, that will be one, but we are looking to token gate our platform as well with respect to bringing out a lot of features 2 months. So that's why I think major revenue will come, and also another chunk of revenue will come from advertisements. So those are the major parts. So I'm keeping buy sell swap as well as the something which can fluctuate a bit, can go very high, can be very low given the market conditions right now. But others will make money. The NFT gating and advertisements that will get us a lot of money.
mm-hmm. And so if you were to compare yourself to any of these platforms listed here, Aragon, DAOstack, Colony, Moloch DAO, Gnosis, what would you say is your differentiating factor, and why would somebody choose you over one of these platforms?
Utkarsh can give you a better answer.
Okay.
Hey, so the idea is we don't think that we are competitors over here. We're collaborators.
Okay.
All these platforms have their own, full dashboards and stuff. People are free to continue using them, and anyone who uses them is free to use our platform as well. And if a person who's using multiple of these platforms, they don't need to go over, onto all of these pages, and they can just come to DAOstruct to solve that. So that is one thing we are looking at, and the other is, even though we are partnering up, we are also, releasing our own set of protocols similar to the other ones, and but our niche is quite different. We are focusing on building businesses on chain with compliance and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to open it up to the crowd for any questions out there. We've got a few Fight Club and a few DAO Relationships members in the audience. In terms of, while we're waiting on some questions, in terms of getting involved at DAOstruct, I know that you've got some bounties for your partners and stuff, but are you seeking any sort of contributors? Do you have your own DAO organization where you're trying to onboard people as well? I see you've shared your Discord link here in our chat. But what is it you're looking for from people?
So yes, we do have our Discord link. The idea is to gather a collective of people on our Discord who are involved into DAO from the different DAOs. Number two, what we are seeing from audience at this point, that's pretty simple from them, because we know that next 6 to 12 months is what and how the company will, right? So there are a lot of competitors as well, like you pointed out. How we are trying to be different is we are trying to be involved with the community a lot. It be DAOs getting involved with the partner DAOs or building our own community. We want to be involved with them. Back loop comes in, get the feedback. We want to build a product according to that. We don't want to build a product which which will become non-functional after a certain point, and then we have to change and chop and change it. We want to build a product which is much what users want. So we are sticking to that.
Okay, nice. And then in terms of your content that you're creating, you mentioned that you're looking for DAO contributors, DAO leaders, thought leaders in the space. How do you go about finding those people and getting them onto your spaces? And how are you what's your funnel look like for finding thought leaders?
Also, the first layer is Twitter. So I and Utkarsh, we both follow a lot of folks. And we do join the Twitter spaces related to DAO and Web3 a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we get to interact with a lot of these people. And the second funnel is Telegram, where we are part of a lot of DAO communities on Discord as well. But on Telegram, we are part of a lot of DAO thought leader communities. And that's where we are meeting a lot of folks contributing to the product at this moment.
Nice. Okay, yeah, staying active in the spaces, staying active in the different groups, the different channels. Obviously, that's going to get you exposure. And where
Also
can we?
it gives you white hairs because people generally, I mean, we are at different time zones, right? So what's 1 o'clock at night for me might be a different time for you guys at this point. But yeah, so we have to go through a long hustle every night, then get back to work every morning.
Yeah, yeah, that is a thing. Yeah, the timing here at Web3 and in decentralized work. It's like I was setting up a meeting earlier today, and someone is in India, I'm in the UK, and the other person is in San Francisco. You really can't get much further away. 3 different locations distributed around the globe. So time zones is definitely a thing. But the other benefit is that you can hop on a space pretty much any time of day that you want.
That's true.
Yeah, so, all right. Now, this has been super interesting. I'm going to go to your Twitter page and let's see, DAOstruct XYZ. Yeah, I think I had that here today. DAOstruct XYZ. So this is you guys here. And how often do you run your spaces? I think I heard you say up to 3 times per
Monday,
week.
Wednesday, and Friday. That's what we are doing at this point.
Okay, and are they at a set time every day?
So 9 p.m. at Indian Standard Time. I will have to convert that to yours.
Okay, yeah, so that would be UTC plus
So
5.5 or plus 6.5.
yeah, roughly around that. So we're in the bracket of early morning shows in the US.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice one. I'll give you a follow and keep an eye out for those spaces. Were you going to add something before that as well, Schrodinger?
I'll say like if there's anyone who shares our vision, who believes that DAOs are the future, they might not be in the current form, maybe future iteration. do please reach out to us. Do let us know what you think. If you have anything to add, if you believe you can add value, just reach out to us and we definitely connect and we figure something out.
Amazing. Yeah, I've already got Bankless card bouncing around in my head. That's a project we're working on here within Bankless. And we aim to create a payments platform that benefits DAOs. So any DAO can join as an affiliate partner and they essentially earn rewards off of people's spending, just like any other sort of affiliate credit card, debit card. So yeah, it would be great to tap into each other's networks and see where we can collaborate.
That would be great.
Nice. Okay. And we've also got some exploration to do in terms of Fight Club, because this one was presented to me recently through Tessa as well. And she said, hey, let's check out DAOstruct. And I said, as a matter of fact, you're running a demo. So this has been very good timing. Yeah, that actually brings us.
I'm blown. I mean, just so sorry to interrupt. I'm just blown away that you guys have heard of us. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean that's good for our confidence that we can.
Don't be blown away.
Tomorrow morning.
No.
Yeah.
Things move fast in the Web3 space, so no, you've been cited. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks for coming in and joining us with the demo today. Super sorry we had those problems initially with the streaming. We did get ZFi back up, and he did stream from, a bit more than half of this. So it is going to be online. Welcome to everyone, or thanks to everyone who did watch this on the YouTube stream after the fact. So anybody who wants to get involved with DAOstruct, we've got a link to their Discord, which I'm going to add to the show notes as well. You can get in touch through their Twitter, which is this page I've got up here on the screen right now, DAOstruct XYZ. If you have a DAO and you want to be listed, just go ahead and get in touch. If your DAO is already listed as well, you can report an issue, fill out the form, and they will get back to you. You also mentioned you had another feedback form. Is that different to this one?
Yeah. So this is the DAO feedback form. This is around the specific DAOs. And there's a product feedback form right on the landing page.
Okay, product feedback form. Oh, you got a link tree here. Perfect. I'll just grab that, and then people can find it themselves. Nice one. Okay, I've added those to the show notes there. Brilliant. All right. Well, speaking of Fight Club, I'm actually late to our weekly meeting, so I'm going to hop over there. Before I end this, I just want to give a huge shout out to everyone in the audience and our guests here today from DAOstruct, Nishu and Schrodinger. Sorry, Schrodinger, I know I'm not getting your name right, but you were on the deck. I'm going to find you because I want to end this correctly. Schrodinger, aka Utkarsh. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining us and teaching us about DAOstruct today. As a quick reminder, none of this was financial advice, investment advice, tax advice, or any other kind of advice. We're just here checking out dope-ass new Web3 products. And we're excited to be here, excited to have you along the journey with us. Until next time, everybody, we'll see you next Wednesday for our upcoming demos, and have a great week. Ta-ta.